Welcome to Gyanjyoti Online Classes, Class 8, English, Chapter 4, Poem, Bangle Sellers, its exercise. So, students, as I have discussed this lesson, and I hope you have understood, and this is time to explain this lesson. So, we can open page number 39 to discuss this exercise. Okay. So, A1, A2, and A3, there are three types. A2 and A3. A1 is the answer the question, and A2 extract or reference to context, and A3 is the discuss. So A1 explain these phrases in the context of the poem. It's okay? So A number, our signing notes. Our signing notes means what? You have to explain. Yes, our signing notes refers to the glossy bangles that the bangle sellers are caring to sell. Yes, glossy bangles. Bangle seller बेच रहे हैं. That is called our signing notes. Now, B number, rainbow tinted circles of light. That means rainbow tinted circles of light refers to the myriad colors or beautiful colors that the round bangles reflect in other words the colorful bangles. Okay, that is called rainbow has the 7 colors, medium variety of colors, so that type of bangles. You understand? Question number 2. What are the different stages of a woman's life that the poem highlights? Pick out words from the poem that suggest these stages. Okay, what the question means? Different stages of woman's life. woman को बहुत तरह का अवस्था है और इसको हमको दिखाना है और कविता से भी निकालना है. ठीक है? The poem highlights 3 stages of a woman's life. 3 stages. What are they? The second stanza tells about maidenhood, मतलब कुंवारी जो शादी से पहले. The life before a woman gets married, शादी से पहले. Her life is full of dream, बहुत ही सपना रहता है. As she prepares herself for her life as a bride and wife, she chooses to wear bangles that suit a maiden's wrist and are flossed like the birds that dream. The third stanza elaborates the woman's life as a bride. थर्ड स्टांजा में हम देखते हैं कि एक औरत दुल्हन के रूप में सजती है. ओके. Final stanza, second number stanza as a just like as a bride. Okay. The third stanza elaborates the woman's life as a bride. Okay. She wears twinkling and luminous, means shining bangles, which are rich with the hue of her heart's desire. The final stanza, means fourth number stanza, talks about the woman as a mother. She has had a long and fulfilling life where she cares for her sons, serves the household, and worships the gods at her husband's side. थर्ड स्टांजा उसी शादी के बाद माँ बनती है, अपने पति और अपने देवी देवताओं की पूजा पाठ में समय बिताती है. This is all about these 3 stages of a woman's life that described in this poem. 3 number question. The speaker has compared the bangles of the Indian bride to her laughter as well as her tears. Why? एक दुल्हन को एक खुशी साथ साथ गम दोनों को साथ तुलना किया गया है. क्यों? Okay, according to the poetess, the bangle seller has bangles for every occasion. So he has red bangles for the bride, हु इज गेटिंग मैरिड, शादी के लिए जो लाल कंगन पहनी है. इट एम्बोडाइज हर हैप्पीनेस एंड लाफ्टर. ही ऑल्सो हैज बैंगल्स दैट आर सिम्बलाइज द tears of anxiety, for the bride is leaving her parents' house and is starting a new life. अपने परिवार को छोड़ के दुल्हा के पास जा रही है नया जीवन के लिए. ये एक तरफ गम है तो एक तरफ खुशी है. That's why writer message this. You to understand. 4 number question. How are the descriptions of the bangles linked to nature? कुदरत के साथ भी कैसा तुलना किया गया है? Let's discuss. The poetess has used plenty of nature imagery in describing the bangles. For example, the bangles have been called rainbow tinted. ये भी कुदरत से है. They are silver and blue as the mountain mist. The bangles have also been compared to the birds on a woodland stream. Birds on a woodland stream. कली है, woodland stream के कली है. ये भी नेचर के साथ. The glow on the bangles is like the newborn leaves, नया पत्ते जैसे है. That is also nature. There are some bangles which look like cornfield. The comparison to the elements of nature has heightened the beauty of the poem. In this poem, see, the poet compares all the things of nature and explains. So we can find in this 4 number. These bangles is totally linked with the nature, so it is very beautifully described. So I hope you have understood this 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. So students, now come to the next point, A2, that is the reference to context. Do you know reference to context means from the poem, what the 1 or 2 lines given, from the we have to answer. So here question number 1, who will buy this delicate bright? Who will buy this delicate bright rainbow tinted circles of light? This is the extract, and from this extract we have to answer the answer question. A number question, who are the bangle sellers addressing? Yes, the bangle sellers is addressing the women and girls. महिला या लड़कियों को वो परिचय करा रहे हैं. B number, how do the bangle sellers describe the beauty of the shining lords? Beauty of the shining lord को कैसे describe कर रहे हैं? Let's see. The shining lords have been described as delicates. कैसा है? बहुत प्यारा, soft है, delicate. Then bright, उज्जवल है. Rainbow colored and round circles that glow in light. In this way, the poet described this. You can come to the question number 2. Some are made for a maiden's wrist, silver and blue as the mountain mist. Okay. Some are meet means suitable for the maiden's wrist, silver and blue as the mountain mist. Here question is, what does the speaker mean by some are made for the maiden's wrist? Yeah, 2 numbers A answer. Some are made for a maiden's wrist means the bangle seller has bangles that are suitable for unmarried girls. अविवाहित या कुंवारी लड़की के लिए वो बैंगल सूट करता है. Number B, how does the speaker relate the change in the color of the bangles to the change in the life of the maiden? Yes, how does the speaker relate the change in the color of the bangles to the changes in the life of the maiden? Yes, बैंगल की कलर के साथ एक लड़की की जो जीवन चक्र में भी परिवर्तन होता है. कैसे? It's okay. The unmarried girls wear bangles that are blue and silver. The brides wear red colored bangles that are like the flame of her marriage fire, and some bangles are golden in color like the sunlight core. The more elderly woman wears purple bangles. Purple is a color of royalty and authority. She is the queen of her husband's house. The last one, that's purple color. Okay. The bangles are gold and grey fleckered. Grey shows her age and maturity. So we can see that in different stages of life, different types of colors a girl or maiden wears in different occasions. Okay. So now 3 number question. Reference song. Like the flame of her marriage fire, or reach with the hue of her heart's desire. This is the reference. Question number A. Who is referred to as her in the given line? Who is referred? Yes, I here answer A is her refers to the bride who is getting married. Yes, दुल्हन के बारे में बोला गया है. Number B. Identify instances of alliteration in the above extract. Yes, 2 alliterations here given here. One of them is flame of her marriage, F sound. Repetition of F sound in flame of her marriage fire, that is alliteration. Another one is repetition of H sound in hue of her heart's desire, H, okay, H sound. So these are 2 types of repetition of word is used. Now let's come to this point of discussion. Yes. Question number 1. What does the speaker mean by the phrase bridal laughter and bridal tear? Yeah, in our answer, the bride is happy because she is getting married and she sheds tears because she has to leave her parents' house. Let's see कि अपना परिवार पापा मम्मी को छोड़ के दूल्हा के पास जाने इसलिए खुश है और दुख इसलिए है कि अपना परिवार को छोड़ रही है. Once again, the bride is happy because she is getting married and she sheds tears. आंसू इसलिए बह रहा है because she has to leave her parents' house and start a new life elsewhere. The phrases bridal laughter and bridal tears suggest the emotional feelings of a bride. दुल्हन की बहुत ही मनो फीलिंग्स है. So number 2. How does the poem The Bengal Sellers throw light on Sarojini Naidu's conception of Indian women? Discuss. Yes, the Bengal Sellers, a woman has been conceptualized as the one who loves to wear bangles. She is an epitome of beauty and elegance. She wears colorful bangles that match with her age and mood. She is a carefree maiden and wears bangles of silver and blue. She becomes a bride and wears red and golden bangles. Finally, she is the mother who nurtures her sons and family, stands by her husband and is a caregiver. She wears purple bangles with gold and grey plaits. So this is, we can say, through like Indian woman's lifestyle according to Sarojini Naidu. Question number 3. The poem Bengal Seller celebrates the beauty and meaning of womanhood. Do you agree and why? Yes, I agree that the poem Bengal Sellers celebrates the beauty and meaning of womanhood. The women have been portrayed, the ones who love to accessories themselves. They wear colorful bangles, they leave their parental abode and join the husband household to nurture it. They are the caregivers, nurturers, queen of the household who shoulder so many responsibilities. So all this point we can discuss. Now next one is come to vocabulary and page number 40, and we have discussed about vocabulary. Let's read and try to understand this. Read these sentences and let's. After I sprained my ankle, I was not sure if my leg would bear me my weight or support. If finally, because she could not bear the severe cold, that is tolerate. Homograph. Here we can see homographs are words. Homographs are the words with the same spelling but different meanings and pronunciation. मीनिंग एक रहेगा, वर्ड एक रहेगा, लेकिन उसका मतलब अलग रहेगा. In this poem, the word bear and carry, however, bear has other meanings as well. So I have to find from the dictionary these word bear in different 4 points. Let's discuss about vocabulary. Bear, number 1, bear. Number 2, bear. Number 3, bear. Number 4, bear. First number, bear means a wild animal. A wild animal is one of the points. Second number, bear means to carry. To carry. Third number, bear, I am describing to hold a cross. To hold a cross. And fourth number, bear means to give birth to. So students, now discuss one of the example. A bear loves honey. भालू मधु पसंद करता है. Number 2 is this first one. A bear loves honey. Like this is a bear loves honey. Number 2 sentence, to carry. The porter bore, past tense of bear bore. The porter bore, the past tense, a luggage to the platform. Number 3, bear, to hold a grudge. I don't bear any grudge towards anyone. I don't grudge any. I don't bear any grudge. Don't bear any grudge. I don't bear any grudge towards anyone. And move on. Last one, bear, to give birth. The poor woman bore 6 children. Poor woman bore 6 children. So we can say that there is some word has different types of meanings. Now B2, let's discuss here. B2, simile or a metaphor, let's discuss here. And here we see a simile is a comparison of two. Page number 41 you can open. Simile is a comparison of two dissimilar things like using like or as. यहाँ पर as और like यूज करते हैं. Metaphor is an interesting way of describing something by comparing it by something unlikely. A simile is also a poetic device used to make an unlikely comparison, but in a simile we use the word like or as, which we do not require in the metaphor. Just like example, some are meet for a maiden's wreath, silver and blue as here simile, the mountain wreath. Now next sentence, Who will buy these delicate, bright yellow, tinted color sunlight? That is metaphor. Metaphor means no edge or like. That is metaphor. Now, any three examples it is asked to write down. So you can find it on examples and here, some are floss like the, some are floss like the, floss like the birds that dream. Birds that dream. And that is one of line number 9. Line number 9. Second more sentence you can make. Some are like fields of sunlight. Some are like fields of sunlight corn. That is line number 13. Sunlit corn. Okay. And third one, some like the flames of her. Flame of her marriage fire. So these are the three lines we have to find the different types of examples of simile from the poem. Now B3 now discuss. This is B2. Now B3. Here B3 make interesting metaphors to describe the following phrases. Metaphors you have to create as it is given here. A number, a solitary tree in a desert. That means the lone warrior. Metaphor. A lone warrior. Just like what? A solitary tree in the desert. A रेगिस्तान में एक ठो पेड़ है. Number 2, a bird singing at dawn. चिड़िया जैसे बहुत जो गाना गाती है, इसको किसका साथ मेटाफर कर सकते हैं? नेचर्स अलार्म क्लॉक. कैसे? नेचर्स अलार्म क्लॉक. Nature's alarm clock. Question 3. A busy road in the morning. That is beehive swarming with people. Beehive swarming with people. लोगों का आवाज जैसे भीड़ जैसे कि हमारी बदलौसी जैसे. Fourth number, a rainy day in school. That means showers dancing in gay abdomen men. Showers dancing in gay abdomen men. All the points I have discussed. I think did you understand, student? Page number 41. Let's discuss about the grammar here. C1. You can see C1 number C1 exercises. Fill in the blanks with a and the. These are articles. Put cross mark where we don't need an article. Okay. Question number 1. Why is this house is expensive? Why is the house? The house. What is the house? Question number 2. Dash doctor needs years of training. Dash doctor means a doctor. Question number 3. Dash modern city is a fascinating place to visit. Dash modern city means a modern city. Question number 4. On our journey, we came across an ancient bridge. An ancient bridge. Question number 5. I need a hook to hang this picture. I need a hook. A hook to hang this picture. Okay. 6 number. That's man we met yesterday. 6 number. That's the man, particular man. Question number 7. We are looking for this place to spend this night. We are looking for a place to spend the night. A place to spend the night. Question number 8. Dash Times has been interesting article today. Dash Times. Dash time here means no article. Here we don't need to write any article. Number 9. My brother has joined Dash Navy and I want to be Dash pilot in the Air Force. My brother joined number 9 the Navy and I want to be a pilot. The Navy a pilot. Question number 10. What's Dash John doing? He is working as Dash consultant. 10 number. What's John doing? No article here. The next one. He is working as Dash consultant. He is working as a consultant. Question number 11. Here. Yes, my name is Dash, but I am not Dash Radha you are looking for. Yes, my name is Radha. No article here, first number. And second number question. But I am not the Radha you are looking for. Koi Radha means something? No. 12 number question here. I have Dash appointment this afternoon. I am going to Dash this dentist. I have an appointment this afternoon. An appointment. I have an appointment this afternoon. I am going to the dentist. The dentist. So this is C1. As I discussed, now let's discuss about fill in the blanks. C2 now. C2 with the selection of the correct positions. Fill in the blanks with the correct preposition from the box. Okay, ready to do? Here, number 1. I got these flowers dash the nursery. From the nursery. C2 from the nursery. Number 2. This sculpture has been venerated dash 1,000 years. Two answers for 1,000 years. Question number 3. The Antarctica Bank has been in operation since 1980. Since. Question number 4. The Qutub Minar was built 8 centuries ago. Question number 5. Dash the lecture during the lecture. Okay. He made sure to keep his phone on silent during the lecture. 6th number question. The keys are kept. Dash the table on the table. 7th number. I climbed dash the elephant's back for a joy ride. 7 climb onto. 8 number question. I had to buy a present. That's my sister. Present for my sister. Question number 9 here. That's all the yummy ice creams she choose and ice candy. 9 number. Out of all yummy. Out of. 10 number here. That's the time I reached the station. The train had already left. By the time I reached the station, the train has left. So this is all about the preposition. Best one I choose. Now last one, C3. C3, the noun or pronoun that follows a preposition is known as its object. Object means जो sentence के last में जो कोई भी चीज़ को follow करता है noun or pronoun, that is called an object. Just like the girl ran down the stair is object. She threw the cushions to me is object. Okay. So here we have to find number 1. The fans ran around the track. The track is object. Number 2. The boy parked his cycle by the tree. The tree is object. Number 3. The mouse ran off the clock. The clock is object. Question number 4. He led the battalion through stormy weather. Stormy weather is object. Stormy weather. Question number 5. We are from Indore. Here 5 number. Indore is an object. Indore. Now 6 number. During the match, the umpire fell ill. During the match is here object. The match. Here, question number 7. I was visiting the doctor with my brother. Here, I am visiting the doctor with my brother. Here, my brother is an object. The last one. For instance, you could paint the house orange. Here, for instance. For instance, in this line is an object. So student, I have discussed all these exercises. Now rest of it, the pronunciation, listening and speaking, you have to study yourself and you have to study more and more. And about the last page number 44, composition anachronism, you can study yourself. I can read this 44 page number. Anachronism is a person or thing that is not in the historical or sequential time. Very often writers insert objects or concept from a previous or later time in the piece they are creating. Anachronism can be used for comic effect or to make a historical piece of writing seem more easy to relate to. They may also have the included accidental, like William Shakespeare writes Julius Caesar. He can create some anachronism. So anachronism comes from 2 Greek words. Ana means against and chronism means time. So I hope you the lesson I have discussed you study well and you will get good mark by studying well. So meet you once again. Have a good day and goodbye.